Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of PD and P-Dubs Unscripted here. And once again, I'm flying kind of solo here without P-Dubs, but I do have a bunch of fourth graders here with me, and it's always fun to have the fourth graders around. And so we're going to go around the room, and they're going to introduce themselves a little bit, and we're going to kind of talk about their time here at Immanuel. So first up, we have Anthony. So if you want to say kind of Anthony name, which people already got now, how long you've been at Immanuel, and maybe some of the things you do at Immanuel.
So I've been here for 7 years, the lowest grade preschool. It's been pretty good because this is like the only other school I've been to in my whole entire life. Okay. And it's amazing.
Awesome. And now we have Joshua.
I've been here for 6 years, and this is the only school I've been to. And it's pretty welcoming and challenging.
Pretty welcoming and challenging. That's good to hear. I mean, maybe not the challenging all the time. You guys
the
might.
People, they're really nice here and kind.
Awesome.
Generous.
And so next up we have Brooke.
I've been at Immanuel for 1 year, and it's amazing. They're all like family, and they're very welcoming to everyone that joins and comes.
Awesome. And next up we have Mariah.
I've been at the school for 6 years, and I like it a lot.
What?
I like the school a lot, and I have a lot of friends. You can make friends really easily.
Okay. So welcoming, making friends easy. You guys all kind of are in agreement on that. And so kind of as we talk here about Immanuel and your time here at Immanuel, what is one of the things that you think someone that has never been to Immanuel should know about Immanuel?
It talks about Jesus. If they don't know Jesus, they can come here to learn.
So since we are a Christian school, we get to talk about Jesus in school. And what are some of the things that you do at the school where you get to talk about Jesus?
We do chapels on Wednesday.
Okay, what's your favorite part of chapel?
Probably bringing up the offering.
Bringing up the offering. And anybody else want to share about chapel or what they like about chapel?
Sure. Chapel is really fun, and it tells you about Jesus and God, and they make it fun for you. They do songs about them, and there's always a new lesson every week.
Okay.
The one thing I like about chapel is the songs, and also I like when like a different grade does it because it's also fun.
Okay, so you like when the other grades kind of lead chapel. Do you guys like it when you lead chapel?
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, I
So
thought maybe you
much.
guys were going to say, you're not nervous when you lead chapel?
Yes, I'm
Sometimes.
definitely always nervous.
You're always nervous?
Sometimes, a little.
Depends on if you have to say some crazy word or name that
Yes.
you don't know how to say.
Oh, yeah,
Or-
that happened to me.
Or
That happened to me.
or
I had
if
this
I
so
talk
crazy-
really fast and I was doing scripture for the first time, I was like,
And that happens, and kind of like I was talking with the sixth graders a little bit about this on the previous podcast, that you know what, whenever we make a mistake or if we talk fast, nobody's going to remember those things. Because, I mean,
I do.
You might, just like I remember the times I've messed up in front of people in a church. But do you think people remember like 10 years ago when I messed up in a church?
I wasn't here 10 years
No.
ago.
Well, I wasn't here 10 years ago either.
I
was at a different church.
I was born 10 years ago.
So I was at my
I
first
was
church.
born 11 years ago.
That's not true.
Almost. Almost.
But
Almost.
No, but 10.
2 weeks or
So-
3, whatever. I don't care.
But yeah,
I
so
do.
so we have chapel, which is a great time. Anything else like that you guys study or learn about Jesus or the Bible?
We do religion in class, and it's pretty much like chapel, but in a book. And our teacher we watch a video about the lesson, and we work on it in our religion book.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So we have these opportunities to learn about Jesus, which is always a great thing to study his word through the Bible. So that's one of the great things that we're able to do here at Immanuel. Anything else when you guys think about Immanuel that maybe somebody should know that's never been here?
Like we're a school and church, so like church is connected to the school. So there's like an entrance kind of.
So yeah, we're all one building, so we can all be by each other.
And we also have like sports like basketball, volleyball, and track.
Right. So we have athletics, which is always a big thing because, I mean, a lot of people do like sports, me included. And so, Mariah, you had something you wanted to say?
We also have church on Sundays here that you can go to.
Right.
Also, if you don't go to church, and also the sport teams, like Joshua said, we have we are really good at basketball.
Right.
We've won over like 25
The
championships.
girls this year went to nationals.
Right. And yeah, they've been every year at nationals since I've been here in the last 6 years. They've made it to nationals all those 6 years.
What?
Yeah.
And one of the 5th grade girls went there with them.
Okay.
Yeah, our school is really big on basketball, and one thing you notice when you walk into the gym, all of the banners that we've won. And if you're new there and pretty athletic, they're going to want you to join a basketball team.
Or if you're really tall.
Right. Height helps in basketball and volleyball. And it's not just basketball banners that you do see in the gym. There are the other sports like track and field, cross country.
Yeah.
There's cheers.
But
There's some
mostly
cheer-
basketball.
Yeah.
It's all of them. You know, there's all the
a
sports.
lot of basketball.
A lot.
Right. So, but yeah, so athletics is because I remember when I was interviewing with Immanuel and walking into the gym and seeing all the banners, like, oh, that's a lot of banners.
There are also trophies before
A
you walk
lot of trophies.
before you walk in.
Right.
And there's 2 trophies inside the gym. One of them's mine.
One of them's yours.
Are you sure about that?
That's a nice humble brag.
I am.
Well,
It's not yours, it's the team's.
and
Yeah.
also
Same thing.
one time, the younger girls, we
We won a tournament, and we got a plaque.
and also we run 5 games in less than 24 hours, which is
That's a lot of games in one day.
no, it wasn't in one day, but like before 24
One at
hours.
night, and then
2 at night actually.
Yeah, 2 at night.
Our basketball team ended up 14-6 as our record.
Well, that's pretty good. So, kind of anything else outside of like sports and like talking about Jesus that people should know about Immanuel that maybe have never been here.
The teachers are great.
Teachers are great. Okay,
Yeah,
that's always
and
good.
Especially the Miss Lobbs. She's also a great music teacher.
Yeah, Mrs. Lobbs is a really great music teacher.
And Pastor Donald with us right now, and Pastor Warren are really great pastors.
Thank you, Anthony, for saying that, and
You're welcome.
And I'm sure Pastor would say the same thing. Thank you, and we're blessed to be able to serve at Immanuel and to have all these different interactions with you guys in chapel, being able to do this podcast with you guys, since nobody wants to listen to me talk for a half hour on a podcast by myself, so that's why we get help in with this. So, how about, why is your education at Immanuel valuable to you?
It really helps us like learn and process everything. So we'll be like successful in high school and college and
Okay.
middle school.
Okay, so you learn to be successful and everything.
It also helps us to get a job.
Get a job later on.
It prepares us a ton for the ongoing grades that we're going into, and the teachers are really nice, and they challenge us with all the stuff that we get. But sometimes it can be easy, which is our nice little break.
Really
okay.
easy.
So what is some? Or
no.
go, Mariah.
It can be so hard sometimes, not always easy.
Adding fractions was easy.
Well,
True.
yeah, that is easy. That is absolutely the easiest thing I've done in the world, except for
Isn't math
adding 1 and 1.
I was gonna say, isn't there a simpler math than adding fractions?
Yeah,
1 plus 1
but
equals
it's
11.
pretty. We were adding like fractions, so
But we didn't add the denominator. So it was basically just
adding a numerator.
So it's
and
basically
having
just
the same
a-
denominator.
so it's just addition. That was basically addition.
Right.
Yeah, it was really easy.
it's
Because
adding
you don't add the
fractions.
denominator, and you only add the numerator, which is just 1 would be 1 plus 1.
So Mariah, what were you gonna say about things being challenging? What is like some of the more challenging things in the school?
Social studies.
Social studies.
It would be like trying something new. Like if you're doing like a sport, trying it Like especially when I was doing basketball for the first time last year, I was like, I don't know about this. And then Coach Rathy helped me, and all my friends did.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So anything else like how you see what's been valuable to you about your education here at Immanuel?
Us process everything if
Yeah.
we're like not really doing well
Or
or
like
something.
if you can't focus, they can like help you, and it's just like, and that helps you like get good grades and all that.
It prepares you. Yeah,
Prepared.
it definitely prepares you.
So kind of describe your experience here at Immanuel, and like some of you guys have been here kind of all of your schooling, and then we do have Brooke who's first year here at the school, so might be a little bit different, but kind of talk about your experience here at Immanuel, all of you guys.
Okay, Anthony, go.
Like it's been the greatest experience, one of the greatest experiences of my life. This is probably a little better than my other preschool
Okay.
place in California.
So yeah, thank you for sharing that, Anthony. Who else wants to share a little bit? Brooke?
The Jot, I think.
As you know, I've been here I came here in 4th grade, and I'm still in 4th grade, and it's really great. I have a ton of friends now. Everyone is your friend, and we all feel like a family. And it's just amazing to have this, and it's going to get me places.
Awesome.
Josh, go.
Well, my experiences here was actually pretty fun, and it was hard at the same time. There are hard times, but I like about our class that like we are really we can be hard at sometimes, but we're like pretty patient, and we get through stuff pretty easily sometimes.
Right, because you guys have had probably a lot of bonding experiences over the
Yeah.
years being here, or even the year.
Definitely.
I had a good experience. Like, if I went to a different school, I probably wouldn't have this good of experience here, because the teachers actually like, give you attention and they get equal amount of attention to everybody else. You can make friends pretty easily. Everybody's really nice here.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially Mrs. Rathy.
Yeah.
Are you
Miss
just saying that
Rathy-
because she's your teacher right
No.
now?
Best teacher.
Well,
She's amazing.
Except Miss
She's-
Rathy's probably my favorite teacher, except for Miss Ryanek that retired.
Okay.
Yes.
I like Mrs. Lloyd too.
I think the kindergarten
we have
teachers
a-
are the best.
So yeah, we have a lot of great teachers here at Immanuel.
Also Mrs. Campbell.
Yeah, so a lot of great teachers
never had
here.
a preschool
It's
teacher.
great hearing you guys talk about how like friendly everybody is and welcoming, and how even though sometimes it can be challenging, it's fun learning here at Immanuel, and you guys enjoying chapel. So I just want to thank you guys
Yeah.
for joining me here for a little bit on the podcast today, and thank you guys for helping out.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
And welcome back, everybody, to our second part of our podcast here with our fourth graders, as we had some of them on the first part, and now we're going to have a few more of our fourth graders here share a little bit about their time here at Immanuel. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you.
Hi, my name is Isabel.
And how long have you been going to school at Immanuel?
7 years.
7 years. That's a long time. That's longer than I've been at Immanuel. And next up, we have Aubrey.
Hi, my name is Aubrey.
And how long have you been going to school at Immanuel?
7 years.
7 years. Once again, another person been here for 7 years. And then next up, we have Elijah.
Hi, my name is Elijah.
And how long have you been going to Immanuel?
7 years.
7 years. Okay, so everybody's here. You guys have all been going to school here for 7 years. And finally, we got Gavin.
Hi, my name is Gavin. This is going to be my 6th year at Immanuel.
6 years. So all of you guys have pretty much known each other, most of your guys' life here, like 6, 7 years already, going to school here. So if somebody was like has never been to Immanuel, what would be something good that they would need to know that somebody who's never been here? Any ideas? Anything you guys think that people should know about Immanuel?
There's a church.
So yeah, so we're connected with the church.
Well, you're pretty much everyone's friendly.
Everyone's friendly here at Immanuel.
There are many school activities like track, chess, band, blue stem, lots of others.
So what is your favorite activity at Immanuel?
Probably track.
Track. Okay. I'll admit track's not one of my favorites. A lot of running, and I'm not a big runner. How about the rest of you guys? What are some of the activities that you enjoy at Immanuel?
Chess.
Che-
I don't do it anymore. I used to.
Okay,
I
so
just me and my brother really like chess.
so the chess wizards.
Yeah.
I like doing blue stem.
Blue stem, okay. So, yeah, so any other activities outside of like some of the athletics or chess or blue stem that you guys enjoy?
Yeah. So I do band.
Band?
Yeah.
What instrument do you play?
Saxophone.
Saxophone, alto, or baritone?
Alto.
Alt-
Baritone. It's too big.
Too big, yeah, that is a pretty big saxophone. I was hoping you were going to say trumpet,
Why?
because that's what I played. I wasn't very good at the trumpet. I mean, my trumpet's sitting in my office. So yeah, anything else that you guys think is important for people to know about Immanuel that's maybe never heard of Immanuel?
I think it's important for them to know that our teachers, they are very nice.
So the teachers are really nice here at Immanuel. That's always a good thing. So why is your education here at Immanuel valuable to you guys?
Because the teachers teach it very fun and they're very experienced.
So
And yeah.
so the fun, like, what's probably maybe one of the most fun things you've done in a class to learn something? Oh, careful.
We've done math art before.
Okay, can you describe math art a little bit?
So we used math to make like a bug,
Okay.
and it was part of our math lesson and our art lessons.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like that's above my head for the type of math I know.
Yeah.
Any other like fun things that you guys think about, like fun ways that you've learned here at Immanuel?
Oh yeah.
Isabel?
Okay. Well.
You get to play a lot
Okay, get to play
and read.
and read.
On special holidays like Halloween and Valentine's Day and Christmas like that, you get a bunch of parties. So you get to learn most of the day. Then at the end of the day, for the last hour, you get a party, you get a bunch of fun and some sweet treats.
Some sweet treats. Okay. Elijah?
So right now it's a work in progress, but we have a state airport, like a state float. We're making a shoebox with a bunch of things about a state that we picked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
So what states did you guys pick?
I picked Pennsylvania.
Any reason why?
It was actually a pretty dumb reason because I thought that Washington, D.C. was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. Good thought, Elijah.
Okay, so I picked Massachusetts because the college that I want to go to, MIT, is in Massachusetts.
Did you say MIT?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's right by Harvard there, I believe.
Yeah.
Aubrey?
I picked Michigan because I thought that it was a really cool place, and it is.
Okay.
I picked Illinois because I live in it.
You picked Illinois because you live in it, and it's not the most exciting of states, but but it's a great state. We all live in Illinois, so fun times in Illinois.
I want to know stuff about
You
where
want
I live.
you want to know more stuff about Illinois, like our state bird is the cardinal, I believe.
Northern cardinal.
Oh, the northern cardinal. My bad. I didn't know there's differences amongst the cardinals here. Yeah. So, anything else? What else about your education manual has been valuable to you?
What they teach us is very valuable, and you get to learn it in more real world examples, like when you're a grown up and you get a job and you need to know these facts to get like a job.
So you're seeing the connection that you're not just learning it to learn it, but so that it will actually help you later on in your life when you're an adult.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's always a good thing, because that's always an important part of our education is learning and seeing that how you're going to use it later on in your life.
You get to, when you start, you like read really slowly, but as you go like up to the next class, you advance and your reading becomes faster.
Okay. So what has been
Yeah. The you're learning like it builds up. You first start easy, and then you keep going up to a harder thing. Is it?
okay, so it kind of builds upon what you've already learned.
The
And-
system is called AR, which stands for Accelerated Reader. And you start with purple, going all the way up, going red, blue, yellow, green, and up to orange. Orange is the highest level, and
all of you guys are probably at orange.
No.
No.
I'm on yellow.
Okay.
red, yellowish.
So what has been your favorite book that you guys have read so far this year? Aubrey?
Dr. Kitty Cat. And the Land of Stories.
Okay. Elijah?
It's a series called Spy School.
Okay. We'll do Gavin then Isabel.
The first 3 books of the Genius Files: Mission Unstoppable, Never Say Genius, and You Only Die Twice.
Okay.
My pick is The Land of Stories, and there's a book called Book Scavenger.
Okay. Yeah, I do not know any of these books. And yeah, so I don't know how to even ask more questions about those books since I've never read them or heard of them. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying those books. And so it's great hearing this about how it is like you guys enjoy the reading and how the learning builds upon what you've already been taught here at Immanuel. So how would you guys describe your experience at Immanuel?
Very fun, very educational. The teachers are very nice. And yeah, it's really fun.
Awesome. That's always great to hear. Anybody else want to share a little bit?
They give us information that we need to know when we're bigger.
Okay.
Wait, can you repeat the question again?
Yeah, so describe your experience here at Immanuel.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Is that just one word answer? It's just awesome.
It covers everything.
Covers everything. Okay. Aubrey.
It's exciting and fun. And it's exciting because, well, we don't know what we're going to learn next, so it's always a surprise.
Okay. So, kind of to wrap this up, I talked about this with the first group of 4th graders that were on in the first part of the podcast, but what's your favorite part of chapel?
Usually the closing song, because it ends you out with energy, it praises God, and there's not much more to.
Okay.
The
So what's
praising
been
God.
your favorite song that you've sung in chapel?
Probably Church Clap.
Church clap. Okay.
I like hearing the message because, hearing the message and hearing about God makes me feel good and feel like I learned something new about God.
Okay, awesome. That's always good to learn more about God and with that with the messages, do you guys like when you get to lead chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys nervous when you do
Kind of, because we
Kind of.
usually do skits,
Okay.
and there are usually lots of lines. So,
Right.
So-
you have to memorize them all within 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks is plenty of
Well,
time.
Oh yeah, so we practice a lot, and then when the day actually comes, we do really good.
Yeah, and you guys always do a great job when you do chapel.
Right, I have a a favorite about chapel.
Okay.
So I like in chapel when someone plays an instrument for a song
Okay, because you've done what, piano sometimes at chapel
and saxophone.
and saxophone. So yeah, so not only do you guys get to lead chapel, but sometimes you use some of your other your talents, whether it's music. We've had some of our middle school kids do a dance during chapel. And so all those great things that kind of use those things to help worship and glorify God through the talents he's given you guys. Anything else that you guys like about chapel?
The sermon.
The sermon, the message. So
Yeah.
yeah, those are always great messages that help kind of put maybe what we talked about in church the previous week and kind of so it helps you guys understand it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that we don't have to hear a message about God at once only on Sunday. We get to hear it twice a week.
Yeah, so you get to kind of have it reinforced because sometimes it
Yeah.
might not always stick the first time we hear something.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's kind of all the questions I have for you guys today. Gavin, you got one more thing you want to add?
Yeah, I like chapel a lot because the way they teach about God is very fun, and it makes you pay attention a lot, and it's very energizing.
Okay, that's always good to have a lot of energy in chapel. And
Another, so I like the chapel service, on Thursday where, it was the end of the chapel service and, like, it made you think, like, everything was just being put down and we had to get out there quietly.
okay, you're talking about the Monday, Thursday service when, like, for those that don't know, on Monday, Thursday, for our worship service in the evening, we take everything off the altar so there's nothing up on the altar. And then it's part of the service is to leave quietly. And so it's kind of a unique ending to our worship service. And it's always kind of a nice, powerful part of worship.
I like Friday.
Good Friday.
Yeah, because the pastors close the Bible and then everyone goes out quietly.
Right. So, yeah, that is a cool part. I mean, Good Friday is one of my favorite services with it progressively getting darker. And the big fancy word for when the pastor slams the Bible is called the strepitus. That's what that sound is called, the strepitus. Boom. So, yeah, so thank you guys for helping me out here today on the podcast. And great to get to hear your guys' thoughts here about Immanuel and continued blessings on your education here at Immanuel.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're glad to have you guys. Thank you and God bless. Hey everybody, welcome back to a third part here on PD and P-Dubs Unscripted here with our fourth graders. And so got a few more of our fourth graders joining us here. And so we'll let George start off, just kind of introduce himself a little bit and say how long he's been at Immanuel.
My name is George, and I've been at Immanuel for 4 years.
4 years, okay. Next up, Carter.
My name is Carter, and I've been at Immanuel for 2 years.
Okay, 2 years, awesome. And then,
My name is Zoe, and I've been here for 4 years.
okay, so you guys have kind of all been here for 2 to 4 years. And so what has been maybe like your favorite part about being at Immanuel?
That every once in a while we get to do like fun parties and stuff.
So the fun parties, like the holiday parties?
Well, like the walkathons.
Oh, walkathon.
Field day.
Field day.
And just like we get to do stuff every once in a while.
Okay, awesome. Anybody else have like favorite memories at Immanuel?
Well, Immanuel has been really great than my other school. I still like my other school, but this one has a lot more fun stuff.
Awesome, great stuff to hear.
I like meeting new friends every year.
New friends every year. And so how would you guys kind of describe your experience here at Immanuel?
It's a very good learning place. I get a lot of work done, and it helps me get better at like math, reading, social studies, science, and it helps me learn more.
Okay, it's been helping you learn a lot more in those different areas.
Yeah.
Did you say religion?
And religion.
And religion, okay. I mean, come on, I'm a pastor, so that's gotta be an important one for me to want you guys to learn about here at Immanuel.
Well, it's been helping me also, and there has been some difficulties in this year.
Okay. And yeah, and sometimes that's going to happen no matter what school you're at. Some maybe challenges, whether maybe it's a subject that there's little more difficult of a subject. And so, yeah, that happens at times. And Zoe, were you going to say something?
It helps me learn more about God.
Okay, learn more about God. And what are some of the ways that you guys learn more about God?
Through chapel and religion in class, and we just maybe sometimes some people come in and teach us more stuff.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about chapel?
I like when we get to like our class, or we get to I get to participate in like chapel, or I also like the songs, and I like how they do put together the readings and stuff, like the special thing.
Okay.
Like the lesson.
So do you guys all like when your class gets to lead chapel?
Yeah, I especially like the skits. They're kind of funny.
The skits are kind of funny?
Yeah, but we also like kind of like have to I have stage fright, so I'm kind of like okay, I got this.
And it takes a while to learn.
Takes a while to learn, yeah. Because I know the second group on the second part of this podcast, they were talking about it. You guys practice it for 2 weeks usually.
Yeah, and one other great thing about Immanuel is that they have really great teachers that are really nice and don't like push you too hard, and like our coaches are just like they don't push too. They like say, "Hey, you're doing great." They don't disencourage you. They keep encouraging you so you can get better.
Okay, so it's an encouragement instead of like trying to tear you down, but they just keep lifting you up even when maybe you're struggling with something.
Yeah.
And that's always a great thing because we always need that encouragement because there will be, like we were kind of talking about, times in life that will maybe be a little more difficult where we need that encouragement and somebody that we know we can go to for find that comfort or that strength to keep going.
Yeah, and they like they always help us when we like don't understand something, and it's like really nice that we can have teachers as great as that.
Awesome.
Coaches.
So why is your education at Immanuel valuable to you guys?
It's valuable because like if I don't start learning, I can't like my teacher says, like it's like you need it. Like for math, it's everyday problems, and if I don't get that learn that, I won't be able to like get a good like job or an interview. So I need that to like go on the rest of my life.
So helping prepare you for like later on going into adulthood?
Yeah.
Zoe, were you going to say something?
Yeah, it helps you learn more about like your life and learning how to get a job.
Okay, yeah, so those life experiences.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you guys want to share about your time at Immanuel?
Well, it's just been really great since I've started going here. My friends have supported me, and they've been great friends. So they just are really helpful, and like when people are down, they like cheer them up. And we sometimes get into arguments and stuff, but then like we sort them out, and we're still really good friends.
Okay, so we're learning to work through maybe problems that you might have, and that's another thing that you'll see throughout life is we're not always going to get along with everybody, but learning how to get along the best we can and like work through those problems is an important life skill.
Yeah.
So any kind of closing thoughts that you guys have?
Well, I'm just gonna say Immanuel is a great place, and I would like to stay here for as long as I can because they just help me through just hard schoolwork, and the teachers are amazing, coaches are amazing. We have good teams. Our friends just are amazing here, and I really don't want to leave.
Yeah, and we're glad all of you guys are here at Immanuel and that we get the opportunity to teach you guys and help you to learn in your academics and, of course, the growing in your faith and knowing Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. So I want to thank you guys for coming down here, joining me a little bit for the podcast here, and thank everybody for listening.